All right, so let me pop this off the bracelet, and you can see it's just a spring bar. It's not a quick release or anything, so it's a little bit tricky. You got to get the right size tool there. You kind of push down on it and try to get it out. That's not working. Yeah, this little gap here on these are not the biggest, so you know what? Stupid me. You can see it's got drilled lugs. So that's going to make it much easier. You can see the hole there. And that's one of the great things with the Serica, that they actually thought of that. So you just push down there and that should just pop out, and there you go. I'll save that pin for later. And we'll pop this one out as well. So you can see here, I'm just going to push down and that pops right out. So there you go. We got the watch head here. I'm going to set this bracelet aside. And before I put the pins back in, I'm going to throw some the straps that have the incorporated quick change pins. So you can see here, you just, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can just pull that down and it just slides over. All right, so keep in mind too, of course, the tail end, this end here always goes to the bottom, and this would go to the top. So let's see what it looks like on an orange strap. And you can see it's pretty easy to do with these quick release spring bars. So that's one. Let's get the other one on. And I'll throw this one quickly on wrist too, so you can get a better idea. Whoops, helps if I get that the right way. And you just pull down on that little tab, and you kind of wiggle around. Whoops, missed there. Just got to kind of move around a bit. Oh, come on, there you go. So that's on now. So this is what it looks like on an orange strap. And this is by Archer, by the way. And you can see it's kind of a fun, changes the watch up a bit. Nice, fun summer watch kind of thing. It's not very formal, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna put this on here for you so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and that's with the Archer strap. And you can see, looks pretty sharp if you ask me. Okay, so that's one option. Let's try another option. So I'll throw that off. And again, I'm just going to pull this off quickly here. So we'll set that strap aside. And please leave in the comments too, which strap you think look really good. All right, so here we've got this kind of a military type strap. Now this should go really good, especially with the name watch like Commando. So again, this is going to be the bottom. So this goes at the 6 o'clock. So we're going to quickly just put that there and pull that down. Wiggle the strap around till you actually hear it click, and there it goes. Same thing with this side here. I'm just going to put this down here so it makes it a little bit easier. By the way, getting old sucks. Your eyes aren't as good. But hang on. Helps if you have a little bit of nails too. Okay, so I'm just kind of wiggling that around. Up. And I've done this enough times, you'd think I'd be very proficient at this. Okay, so there we go, it's on. Again, I'll just give that a quick wipe. Let's see what that looks like on wrist. So this is with a military striped canvas strap. And that looks good. Definitely that looks very good. That suits the watch very much so. Not as fun looking though. It looks very serious. Anyway, let's put that aside. And then I'll be doing some of the NATO straps too, so you can see what it'll look like on different NATO straps. But I'll need the spring bars back in to do that. All right, so I've got two of these here. I'm a big fan of the Blue Shark straps. And here I've got a green one and a blue one. I'm not going to put the green one on because you've already seen a green on. And we'll just throw this blue one on. All right, so just let me get that off of there. Okay, and you can see the Blue Shark straps are are very solid. Now these are kind of stiff a little bit, but they will break in quite nicely. It just takes time. So again, you can see it's got the quick release spring bars. All right, so we got the watch head here, and let's throw this on. Let's see what it looks like with the blue. I just want to make sure I get this right. Yeah, okay. So this is kind of different though, because it's got the spring bar on the opposite side. What the hell am I doing here? Sorry guys. All right. Yeah, so the spring bar is actually going the other way, but that's okay, no big deal. Okay, so that one is in. Let's get this side in now. Make sure you get it going the right way. That looks good. And there we go. So you can see there, it's on a blue strap, and I'll throw this one on wrist as well. Okay, I'm just gonna do that like that. So that's with the blue. You can imagine what it looked like with black as well. These straps are quite comfortable. But like I said, they do need a little bit of a break-in time. So there you go. That's the navy blue. And I think that looks pretty sharp as well. So you can see almost any of these straps, they look really, really great on this watch. Okay, so much for the quick release type straps. I'm going to put on a few NATOs now. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to put it on that metal bracelet here so you can see what that looks like. And okay, so on this here, this is going to go on the bottom, and this will go on the top. It's kind of reversed, sort of, if you know what I mean. So let's do this. Okay, so that's going on the top. So that goes like that, and that goes like that. Okay, so that's that, and then we'll put this one on the bottom here. So again, we're just gonna kind of slide that in there and then pull that tab down. And by the way, this is called a Milanese style bracelet. And see what that looks like on wrist. Oh, you know what? Ha! I think I put that on backwards. Son of a gun. Okay, so I'm gonna wear it like this, just so you get an idea what it looks like. So that would go like that. But you can see the watch is upside down. Sorry about that, guys. But you can see it really does look nice on a Milanese style strap. And yeah, what a great versatile watch this thing is. Like, you can see it completely dresses up the watch completely with the Milanese. All right, so let's do the NATO straps very quickly here. There's so many different great strap choices out there nowadays. And you don't need to spend a lot of money. A lot of these straps I picked up for no more than about $20 each, something like that. Okay, why is this not wanting to come out? You know what? I'm just going to use this, do it the old-fashioned way. There we go, so that just popped right out. All right, so we're gonna quickly throw in the spring bars, and then we'll try some NATO straps on, and then just some different colorways so you can get an idea. So with this here, I just kind of use my fingernail and just kind of slide that in, and that's nice and secure. And I'll get this one on here too. Just pull that down. Come on, bar. Yeah, if you're not careful, these things could go flying around. All right, so the spring bars are in place. So now we can try on some different NATO straps. Got a couple of really cool ones that I really like. These two here, again by Blue Shark, and they call them pajama straps because they're stretchy like a pajama. So if you want a little bit of a funky color, you can see you just pass that through there, and then you pass it on the underside here. It adds a tiny bit of bulk here because the strap, of course, is running underneath, but it gives comfort and it makes it a little bit softer underneath. So let's throw that on wrist and see what that looks like. I can tell you one thing for sure, these pajama straps are super comfortable. Quite enjoy wearing these. So you just kind of like that. And then with the NATO strap, there's different ways you can wear them. Some people tuck it through there. I'm just going to tuck it through here because it's nice and easy. And you can see on these two, it fits nice underneath here, so you don't get a lot of bulk on the sides of the watch. So again, that's with the NATO strap. And again, that's the Pajama by Blue Shark. I think it looks great again. Okay, let's get that off wrist, and let's try the green one so you can see what that looks like. And we're just gonna pull that out. You can see with the NATO straps, they're very nice and easy to change. Unfortunately, some of the NATO straps, the thicker ones especially, they add a lot of bulk, which I don't really care for. Some watches it looks kind of okay, some not so much. So again, you put it on the watch like that. I'm gonna flip this around here and tuck that in. And we'll snug that up a little bit. Okay. And by the way, like if you guys really got to check out Serica watches. They've got some really great stuff. Okay. And there you can see it's on that crazy green color. And once again, I think it looks really good. So it's very versatile in the fact that, you know, you can match your watch up to whatever you're wearing. All right, so let's get that off. Okay, let's do this blue one here. Okay. Again, this is more of a traditional NATO strap. Again, this is by Blue Shark as well. Most of the straps I get are from Blue Shark because if you buy 2, you get 1 free. If you buy 3, you get 2 free. So they kind of suck you in that way. But you know what? They're good quality straps, I can tell you that for sure. Okay, so we got the NATO strap there, and you can see again, I don't know about you guys, but again, I think that looks really good. And I'll throw that one on the wrist as well. I've been doing this all along, so may as well keep going. I'm just gonna hold it like that. So that's the blue. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you what I mean by it adds bulk. So you put that through like that, and then you can fold this over. And this one's not bad, but you can see some of them, they wind up on the side here and they add quite a bit of bulk. But yeah, the Blue Shark looks great. So take that one off. I've got a leather one that I'm going to be trying on very shortly too, leather NATO, so you can see what that looks like. I'm just going to pull that off. By the way, the nice thing about NATOs, if you're not aware, is that if a spring bar goes, you're not going to lose the watch. It will still stay on your wrist, and it'll flap around, of course, but the nice thing is you're not going to lose your watch, which would be quite tragic if that happened. All right, let's try this this multicolored one here. I don't know what color theme you'd call that, but it's kind of a nice combination. And you guys will see once again, this is going to look great. That's the one nice thing about black, is that with a black dial watch and stainless steel, is that you can pretty much throw anything on these. And the nice thing about the Serica too, it's a kind of a dressy but kind of military style watch. So it's does both. And so you can see again too, that looks really nice. And what the hell, I've been putting them on my wrist the whole time. Why would I stop now, right guys? So again, it just goes on like that, and you just feed that through like that, and then you can just pop that over like that. So there you go. Not a big fan of this one, but it's okay. You know, the one that surprised me the most though is putting that orange silicone strap by Archer. I actually thought that looked pretty sharp. All right, yeah, I'm not going to bother with this because you've already seen a NATO, very similar in color in that, so we know that goes great. And yeah, so let's just get this off of the watch. And then I'm going to throw this leather strap on in a moment. It's off to the side here. You guys will see it momentarily. So here's a leather strap. Now this one here is Christopher Ward strap. I'm just going to throw it on just so you get an idea what a thick leather strap looks like. Hopefully this is going to fit through the spring bars. Yeah, it does. So the nice thing too is that you've got enough distance here where you can get pretty thick NATOs through. So that's goes there. this will go through here. Ooh, that was a tight fit, but it made it. Yeah, that's about as thick as a strap you're going to get through here comfortably. And you're going to see it's going to look actually pretty nice. So you can see here, I've got to move the watch head down a little bit on there, or up, whichever you want to call it. Okay, so there we go. And then we're just going to pop that through there like that. And you can see that looks pretty good. And let's throw that on wrist. And you'll see what I mean now. With a thick NATO, it adds a lot of bulk. And you can see how it already starting to bulge there. So not a big fan of that. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me at all. But it's unfortunate because it looks great, you know, the color going with that. And you can see here it's quite thick. I'm going to tuck that in as well so you can see what that looks like. And that's not an easy tuck in either because the strap is so thick. That'll have to do. All right. So, you know, if you like the chunkier look, you can go like that. That does not do it for me. It's too bad though, because this Christopher Ward leather NATO, such good quality. You know, you can imagine there on a leather, just a standard regular watch strap, it would look pretty good on that color as well. Okay, so I'm going to slide that out, and it's going to take a little bit of work. Now, the last but not least is an Serica strap. I don't know if this one's an actual Serica strap. It might be a kind of a copy of it. I think it is because it doesn't have the badging there. But I do have Serica straps. So with this one here, yeah, I would have to take the spring bars off. So I'm not going to bother doing that just because the video is going to get stupid long. But again, you can see that it's going to look really nice with the Serica type style strap. I don't know if you guys can picture that. But yeah, so there you have it. I just tried out a bunch of straps for you guys. I'm going to throw it on this one here. This is kind of like a James Bond one that they used on the Omega Seamaster. And you can see that looks pretty good too. So I'm just going to leave that on that. So that is a very versatile watch. And I think it looked pretty good on all those straps. The only one I didn't really care for, really, was the leather Christopher Ward one. And not because it didn't look good, it's just because it's so dang bulky that it looked kind of odd. Okay, so you can see here too, this is what I mean. Some of the NATO straps, you get that bulk. Don't like that. But anyway, so there you have that. What else have I got here? I've got a Perlon strap. Now, if you've never used a Perlon strap, they're great for summertime because they breathe and they're quite light. And that's there. Now, I'm not going to put this one on either because I have to take the spring bar in and out again. But I'll just hold that up there and you can see it's going to look quite nice with that strap as well. Obviously, it's black. So there you have it. The multiple straps that you can choose that will go with the Serica 4512 Commando. As I mentioned to you too, they have different dials. They have a Commando. Sorry, this is the Commando. They have the WWW, which is the original. They have a Tuxedo, which is, you'll have to go to their website. I'll leave a link for that as well, which looks great. And they've also got what's called a California dial, which is a mix of Roman numeral and Arabic numerals on the dial. That looks pretty kind of cool too. But out of that 4512 series, the Combat is my personal favorite. And of course, I've got this one here too, the 5303-1. And they've got a 5303-3 now, which is the same watch basically, except it's got dark blue around, actually light powder blue on the bezel and a dark blue on the face here. But yeah, these are really great watches. This one here is an automatic, by the way, and this one is a hand wind. Now, the one thing too that's really kind of neat that they've done with the hand wind mechanism here, you can't overwind it. It's got a clutch system in it, so you can keep winding till you're blue in the face. It's not going to overwind. I think they say it's about 30 or 40 turns to bring it to a full wind. And it's got a screw down crown, which is great because it gives it a bit of water resistance too. And yeah, I can't, again, say enough good things about Serica. Jerome, the owner, super nice guy too, very accommodating, willing to answer questions. So if you're looking for kind of a do everything watch, these two are fantastic, absolutely fantastic watches. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of the Canadian Watch Monkey. If you haven't already done so, please like and sub. I need your support, guys. I'm getting close to 1,000 now, and I think that would be really fantastic if I can get to 1,000. All right. Oh, you know what? Just for you guys, as a bonus, I'm going to do a loom shot here for you, because I don't think I did that last time when I reviewed the 5303. And that's the first watch I got, and I liked it so much. I got the Combat as well. By the way, the Combat is, I think, a really great value. It's not too expensive, where the 5303 is considerably more. All right, so I got those loomed up. I'm just going to quickly turn the lights off for you guys so you can check out the loom. And you can see it's got a really kind of funky look. It's got a really funky look when the lights are off with that loom, especially on the diver watch. Oh, I got one more light. Sorry, guys. That's what happens when you don't have your assistant here. So there you have the loom. So that's the dive watch, and you can see it's got a nice loom. And the loom is very good on these too. They last all night long. Okay, so that one here that I'm wiggling around, that's the Commando. And this one here is the 5303. And they've got some nice loom. All right, so I'm going to call that a wrap. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Again, please like and sub if you haven't done so. Take care.